a note for some of you guys as you come up. We only have about 15 minutes left. So I don't know if they'll let us run over or not since we have a little bit of a late start, but we'll see.
We moved the other panel back.
You have? Okay, great.
Yeah. So at least till 55. 250.
250?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much. Come on. What's next? Sure. Doesn't matter.
Hi. I'm just a fan. I'm not from any comic industry or nothing. This is my first Comic-Con. I just want to say to you guys, I lost one of my best friends from college and my grandfather, who was like my other dad, in less than a year. So from that respect, I'm really sorry for what you guys have to go through, because I know what I lost. So I can feel what you guys lost. And I can say that I know as far as how he affected me, he got me back into appreciating art and comic books, because for years I just had stopped. And I remember a story actually with my best friend who died, was with Marvel Civil War. I got my hands on one of the covers that he drew, and my buddy, I put it up on the wall and he asked me about it, and I said, oh dude, it's really cool. It's Captain America and Iron Man, and they're fighting. He goes, okay, I just want to stop you right there and say that I really regret asking you that question. And, but I just wanted to say, you know, guys like him, not just for their art, but as their character, are why things like this keep surviving. Even though you always hear people saying comics will die out, guys like him are what inspire the artists that keep coming back and keep this industry alive. And so that kind of legacy is something that's just not going to go away. That's all. Thank you.
My name is Ramon, and I didn't get to know Mike personally. The first time I met him, I guess, is when I saw Supergirl in the store. I wasn't into collecting comics, but when I picked up the issue, I was really amazed. And I guess because of him, I'm in this comic book community. I entered like the DC universe and other things. And I just wanted to come out and say that's how special he was. And even though I didn't get to know him personally, thank you guys for sharing this, because it seems like I could have really been good friends with him. He liked a lot of things that I did, the video games, the crazy stories, throwing the sushi and stuff like that. And I was getting in trouble and do stupid stuff like that. And I would have gotten to know a lot of the talent in this world, the writers and the artists here. I'm really thankful for that. And there's so many things I'd like to say, but I know time's short. And the bottom line is that Mike is an amazing person. I'm really thankful for you guys for having this, for sharing who he was. It makes me feel like I really could have been good friends with him. In fact, I remember I saw him one time at a table, and I was like, "That's Michael Turner," because he's so young and he's like my age, and I couldn't get over like how amazing he draws. He seems so experienced and skilled, and I was a little jealous, and I wish I could, I wish I waited in the line. I met him. So thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Chris Jackson, and I was fortunate enough to spend some time with Mike Turner on occasion, and I'll tell my favorite Mike Turner story. Several of the stories here are related to Mike out at bars, so I'll turn it in a more family-friendly direction, and I'll talk about his gambling. I don't want his family to find out, but Mike really liked to play poker, and I promote a convention, and I've been trying to get Mike Turner to come to my convention for a long time. You can imagine he's a great guest, he can make a show, but it just didn't fit into his schedule. He kept saying, "I'd like to come, but I just don't have the time." So one day I found myself at a Pittsburgh convention with Michael in a poker tournament, and we were at different tables. Got down towards the end, I feel a tap on my shoulder. I look up and it's Mike Turner. I'm still sitting with a stack of chips in front of me, and Mike says, "Chris, I'll give you $100 for your seat." Well, he just got knocked out, and he just can't stand being out of the tournament. So I look up and say, "Mike, you know, I really don't want your money. What I'd really like is for you to appear at my convention." And he stops, he thinks about it, he looks over at Frank, tries to get Frank's opinion on it, and he looks down at me, holds out his hand and says, "Deal." I get up, he sits down, tournament goes on. Shockingly enough, the other people at the table didn't mind. They got to play with Mike Turner. And a couple of years later, Mike shows up at the convention with Peter and Frank and some of the other crew, and I really appreciated that. So a lot of people have stories about Mike, but most of them can't say they won him in a poker tournament.
Hey guys, my name is Joel Gomez. I used to, I don't even really think I was an intern at Top Cow, but I just kind of hung out there and met Mark Silvestri, Mike Turner, Dave Finch, Joe Benitez. Small knit group. I had the opportunity to work with Mike on Tomb Raider 25, and it kind of happened that I was just working at my desk. Mike kind of moseys over. I've kind of told this story a couple times before, but he moseys over and he says, "Hey, how do you feel about bagging this puppy?" I go, what? He's like, "We got Tomb Raider 25, and you get to sing done." And I'm like, "Yeah, that sounds good. I'm down." He's like, "You can help me out. We got to get to sing done." We had a trip planned for Hawaii, and as things would normally go, we had 4 days to wrap up about 12 pages. So I was thinking, all right, this will be interesting, and I'd never worked in a kind of deadline circumstance like that. So we kind of hung out in his apartment for 2 days and just kind of cranked through the pages. And the whole time we would just kind of convince each other of these silly drinks we were going to buy each other in Hawaii with umbrellas and things like that. We used to take several trips to Hawaii when we were hanging, but the cool thing was that we just kind of keep each other up that way watching Sex and the City. We ended up watching a whole season. And 2 days later, of course, there we were, cooling our heels in Hawaii. And he kind of looks over at me, and he kind of gives me a wink, and he just kind of tips the glass to me. He's like, "I told you, here we are, man, sweet." And so that's kind of Mike through and through, and I'd like to take that opportunity to remember that about him and the way he carried himself. And that's something I'll never forget, and it's something that I will keep with me because it's something I think we could all do a little bit of and just kind of carry on and enjoy life, you know. So thanks again.